Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the special live show. And today is Sunday, and we are all enjoying at home, experiencing the heavy rain, experiencing the joy with the family. At the same time, we are taking care of ourselves and our family because the kind of situation that we are dealing with is unprecedented, right? And today program is very special in a sense that we know that. Uh, the Prime Minister has already announced the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and in the Atmanirbhar Bharat, it's a time to take responsibility of all of us, especially the corporate sector, the
Good
business
evening,
sector,
everyone. Prime
to
Minister has
to
already announced that.
uh, energize the people, make something different to the society, get back to the society. So we have already announced the topic, that is that today's topic is the role of media in strengthening the corporate social responsibility. Right. So briefly, I'll introduce the topic and to discuss this topic on the various aspects. We have joined the very eminent panel members, and I also introduce them one by one. But let us first understand a little bit of this topic today. The concept of CSR, corporate social responsibility among businessmen, particularly in India, is not new, I tell you. It can be easily seen in the form of magnificent temples, high mosques, large dhamsala, great educational institutions. And in our country, many Indian businesses are known for staying one step ahead of the government, and as far as the welfare of the employees and society is concerned. We know that the industrial growth brings prosperity and progress and development in all aspects. It's way various social problem, and it is the moral and society duty of the corporate sector to address them time to time whenever required. So, if in a briefly, I like to conceptualize what is corporate social responsibility. The corporate social responsibility, it is conceptualized that it is the ethical behavior of a company or say a business towards society. So it means giving back to the society. Whatever we are doing, so we are giving back to the society. And the significant change in the 2014 has implemented throughout the country in the especially corporate sector, when the Companies Act 2013 amended, and it has formulated in the section 135 CSR rules 2014 and the section 6, which prescribes the mandatory provisions for the companies to fulfill their CSR, you know mandatory requirement. And on the very company, it's including the holding and even if the subsidiary company, there are three parameters, there are three criteria through which the CSR is mandatory to implement. One is the company is having net worth of rupees 500 crore or more, the turnover of rupees 1000 crore or more, or net profit of rupees 5 crore or more. And we know that in today's competitive market, the growing number of investors are convinced that the sustainability is the catalyst for enlightened and disciplined management. And thus, it is the crucial factor to implement the CSR. And to talk on this very important topic, we have eminent panel members. I like to introduce them one by one. The first I like to introduce Srimati Jaggi Mangat Panda, the co-founder and managing director of Odisha Television Limited. Ma'am, welcome to this special forum.
Thank
It's a great privilege to all of us and the viewers to have your kind word and your experiences as well. The second
Likewise.
panel member, we have Srimati Harshita Singh, the former media assistant producer, ABP News, and she's very experienced in marketing, communication, and other sort of exercise. And she has also contributed a lot in the social and voluntary sector for bringing many things in the organization. Third panel member, we have Shri Pushparaj Dalal. Uh, Friends, it's privilege to have him here as a Vice President CSR, Sulabh International, and based out of Gurgaon. We know that Sulabh International is one of the oldest organization which speaks, communicate the sanitation and hygiene part. The fourth panel member, we have Shri Unmesh Dikshit, OSD, Calados Group, and the Vice President, Public Relations Society of India, West Chapter. And the fifth panel member, we have Srimati Sudeshna Bhojia, Project Administrator, Visamo Kids Foundation. And the last, the moderator and your host, this Dr. Shashikant Dagat. So welcome once again to all the panel members here. And just before going the discussion, I like to invite Sudeshna ji to come and share a little bit about the journey of Visamo Kids Foundation. Sudeshna ji.
Great. Thank you so much. And at the outset, I would like to thank all our panelists and the viewers who are making time day after day and attending the live, the online events on Visamo Kids Foundation page. We started on 1st of June, and today we are running the 91st show. Yay. So, yes, it is celebration of life. Visamo is basically a celebration of life. It was known as Visamo Shelter originally because it was set up in response to the 2001 earthquake, which shook up Gujarat. So in 2002, Visamo was started as a response to this calamity, as a giving back to the society by Calorex. It serves as a home. Visamo means home in Gujarati. So it serves as a home which aims to provide amenable living conditions with medical, physical, psychological, developmental, cultural, and educational facilities to the children. We have around 103 children housed at Visamo. Currently, they are not here because of the pandemic. We have not been able to keep them looking at the norms of social distancing. They have been sent back to their families in the villages of Gujarat. They are between the age group of 5 to 16 years. They come in at the age of 5. We have them with us for 12 long years till they complete education from class 1 till 12th. And we very proudly say that we have groomed some great people, citizens. Out of Visamo, there are people who have done furniture designing in NIT, engineering courses, medical, chartered accountancy, hotel management, performing arts, social work, and we have also produced several national level sports players. So our basic mission is to empower life through education and environment which propels them towards a better future, so that each child is confident and is able to stand and equal in the society. So yes, this topic is very much relevant to us because the home is run entirely on the donations, which are the child sponsorships, the general funds, which are received from individual donors, institutional donors, through the annual fundraising programs, which is executed by the Calorex Group, and through the CSR fundings which are coming in. And yes, media plays a great role in linking us and in several ways to help us expand our outreach and get sourced to the source of CSRs. So one such example is what we are doing today. So without wasting much more time, since our great eminent panelists are waiting to be heard, over to Shashikant for taking this ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's great to understand the functions of Visamo Kids Foundation. So now it's time to let's begin the discussion today. It's a very burning topic, very important topic, because the India is poised to become the Atmanirbhar in coming years, and we all are excited and doing our efforts. First, I'd like to invite Jaggi Panda. That today CSR role has given so much of angle to understand in terms of giving back to the society. How you look at this CSR concept and CSR work in our country, madam?
Okay, first of all, thank you for the introduction, and I just wanted to make one point, which is a digression from the subject, but since you mentioned that, I am very tempted to answer you. You said it's a burning topic, Unfortunately, it is
Yeah.
not the burning topic today. The burning topic is Sushant Singh murder case.
That's true.
Okay, so I wish CSR would be a burning topic for most
Yeah.
media, and that's a good way to start today's discussion. From what I basically understand, or from what even when I started the organization, about my organization, about 23 years ago. And in those days, when you talked about CSR, it was mostly PR. It was mostly about firefighting. कि देखो कुछ हो गया है कंपनी में, देखो जाके मीडिया को कैसे हैंडल करना है, कोई नेगेटिव न्यूज ना आ जाए. So this was what CSR was all about, in the sense PR. The focus of corporates used to be PR, purely because they looked at their business only for profit purposes. But today things have changed hugely. So from one end of the spectrum, where you saw CSR as a PR activity, where you used to coordinate with the media only because you have to do some firefighting so that कोई negative article ना cover हो जाए and आपका नाम ना खराब हो जाए. From there to आज का दिन, where you have large corporates who don't look at CSR, or don't look at business just for profit purpose, but they look at business for 3 P's. One is people, planet, and profit. So you can talk about any subject on this planet, and you will see some corporate that is actually dealing with that subject or contributing towards that, whether it is green energy, whether it is carbon emission, even for that matter, good corporate governance, n number of things that you can talk about, no use of plastic, environment. There is some corporate which is actually behind contributing towards that cause. So this is how I see CSR has evolved over the many years that I have been in corporate world. But coming to how media, and I have been with media forever now, and how media can play a role in strengthening CSR, I look at it in 2 ways. One way, the way media could actually help or promote CSR would be to take role models, in the sense, take corporates that are doing great work and put them on a pedestal, show their stories to the rest of the world, so they become the role models for other people to emulate. So they look at them and they say, अरे this guy ये बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है, हम लोग को भी ऐसे ही कुछ करना चाहिए. So there will be many other corporates who can look at these guys and emulate them. So this is one positive way of looking at corporate affairs, CSR from the media perspective. There is a slightly negative way of looking at it. There is a slightly negative way also of looking at it, is that, and I believe that today media has a larger role there, and media is not playing the role it ought to play. Today we do have, like we discussed, we started the whole subject by saying that the burning topic today is Sushant Singh Rajput. But how many times have you heard a burning topic being CSR? Never. No. Not for media. So I think their media is not playing its role, and I think it can play a great role. When I say slightly negative, is the reason I say that is because a lot of times media, there are three players in this whole group, right? There is government, which also includes the NGOs. There is the public sector, and there is media. So instead of being coordination between the three, sometimes there is a nexus between the three, and that nexus is bad. There are a lot of studies that have been done on CSR and the effect of media on CSR. And they talk about how only in countries where there is free media can there be a great effect of that media on CSR. A good example would be the Enron scam in the US. Enron was one of the stars of corporate culture in America. But what happened? Wall Street Journal got down and covered a story on their financial, the scam that was going on, irregularities. And that's about good governance. So, even bringing the media's responsibility of bringing these things out is also extremely important, and that's where they play a role. While they can encourage responsible corporates by putting them on a pedestal and showcasing them, on the other hand, they can also haul up irresponsible corporates by pulling them up for the wrongdoings, whether it is bad labor policy, whether it is irregularities in financial irregularities. So n number of things that you can find in a corporate, which becomes the responsibility of the media to bring up. So I think these are two ways medias can work.
Right. Friends, I know as a host, I'm not visible to you. I think there is some technical problem.
Fine.
Technical
issue
is there. I don't know. Yeah. But my video is not working. I don't know what is the reason. But I'm sorry for this, all of you and all the audience. Yeah, my voice is clear to all of you. It's a great thing. Okay. Now I'd like to invite Sri Pushparaj ji. Especially when you talk about the Indian companies, the Indian business, are these corporate sectors ready to take the CSR responsibility? Are the policies favoring the CSR implementation? And you have been working in such organizations and you experiencing. So I'd like to know, I mean, we all like to know the both perspective in terms of responsibility implementation and how media is playing as a catalyst role. Where you see this thing?
Yeah, thanks, Shashikant ji. And Umesh ji said that you are not the host, you are the ghost tonight, so it's okay. We can hear your voice. And going back to the core topic, you've sent some 10 questions or 9 questions actually about what we will discuss. And I read through those questions and I thought that congratulations, you've just asked the right questions here. But it's too broad to answer, be possible to answer all those questions in a session of 1 hour. But logically saying, your questions ask one thing: are we ready for CSR? Are the policies tuned to CSR? Is the environment, the ecosystem coming in place? Is it coming together for a CSR movement? So let's first understand CSR. Jay Pandaji, I want to say something. Jaggi Pandaji. You touched upon the role of media. I think that is one of the later questions, and I would come to that later. You have beautifully put it, what you've articulated anyway. So let me take it in the sequence in which you've asked the questions. Why so much talk on CSR? Was the first question, which I kind of summarized. Why so much talk on CSR? Well, that is kudos and congratulations to the government of India. 2013, they brought in the policy. Now it is mandatory to have CSR compliance. It's a statutory compliance for companies. So automatically the PSUs and the multinationals are doing it, or they're the only ones escaping the mandate are the smaller companies who try and find a way out. But usually, at least a large portion of the corporate structure, the PSUs and the multinationals are coming to CSR. So yes, why there is so much of talk? It is because there has been a policy intervention, which the policy clearly states that you have to do CSR. You have some flexibility that you can do it over 3 years. If you are not able to do it in year 1, you can do it in year 2, year 3. You can do it together. Are the corporates ready? Is your second question. Are the corporates ready? The answer is yes and no. Yes, there are certain corporates which have the inclination, which have the intention to be part of the larger ecosystem, be seen with the government, collaborating with the government, collaborating with civil society. They have mandated budgets. It's a part of statutory compliance. They are ready for it. If not all of them, a large portion of them are ready. That is the answer to the question number 2. CSR policies versus implementation. Now, CSR policy, it's a bit confusing, this question. CSR policy of Government of India or CSR policy of the company? These are two different things. Government,
I think the second part, the policies, the program
okay.
projects of the companies.
Okay. So, as part of the CSR mandate, the 2013 Act, every company needs to have a CSR policy. They need to have. It's a compliance issue. Do they have it? I don't think so, because currently they are not thinking CSR. It's only a compliance issue for a lot of companies that we have to do, so we'll do it. What we will do is very random. It's not strategic. When you frame a policy, when you design a policy, you have to have a slightly macro vision around the policy. So companies who need to invest, they don't know which sector are we investing in, how long are we investing. So what the development sector brings to this experience is we've seen that we talk about change. Change does not happen in a very quick span of time. Some changes happen very quickly, largely which would lead you to policy. When you talk about implementation and behavioral changes in society, societies behaving differently, systems working, whether it's sanitation, whether it's health, whether it's education, systemic changes take a long time in a large country like India, quite a long time to get institutionalized, to become part of the system, to be real change. So there are a lot of initiatives that can happen, which can start. But again, when we say that policy versus implementation, the biggest challenge I see, there is a CSR policy in place by Government of India. Corporates are entitled to frame their own policies regarding CSR. They don't think it's important to have a policy because for them it's more important to have the compliance for those who are mandated. There are some leaders, there are always exceptions. There are some business leaders who have a vision to do strategic CSR, who have a vision to create impact, link their work with development agenda. Those are very leader driven, role driven kind of initiatives where you have somebody who knows how they can impact, even if they have to spend a small amount or a big amount, how that can translate into change or impact in terms of societal impact. So
Correct.
there is, moving on, is the economic development connected to CSR?
We'll stop this question here. We'll continue with. So I like to invite other panel member, Harshita ji. Harshita ji, when we talk about the CSR activities and a lot of companies are doing CSR activities, what do you consider the promotional campaign when they run is really helping to improve the corporate image or public relations engagement of the company in the people, internally or externally both? मतलब आप एक प्रमोशनल पार्ट को लेकर के मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि जब ये एंगेजमेंट होता है, जब एक्टिविटीज होती है, तो उसमें मीडिया इन्वॉल्व होता है, लोग इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, एम्प्लॉय इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, और उस तरह से एक ब्रांड बिल्डिंग एक्सरसाइज या एक कंपनीज का इमेज मेक ओवर करने की कोशिश की जाती है. क्योंकि काफी समय ऐसा देखा जाता है कि ऐसा नहीं कि कंपनी हमेशा एक गुड इमेज भी कैरी करती है, कभी कभार कुछ फ्लॉज भी क्रिएट हो जाते हैं, कुछ क्राइसिस भी क्रिएट हो जाते हैं, और उसको भी मेंटेन करने के लिए एक कहा जाता है कि सीएसआर हो सकता है एक अच्छा टूल है, और उसमें मीडिया और प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटी काफी अपना रोल प्ले कर सकते हैं. आपने भी काफी क्लोजली काम किया है, मीडिया के साथ काम किया है, आपने एनजीओ के साथ काम किया है. आप क्या मानती हैं, किस तरह से देख रहे हैं इस चीज को?
See, first of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk about media's role on CSR activities. So I'll say yes. Promotional ads helps CSR activity and corporate to show their positive image, to build their image. Because when we saw an ad on TV of if Havels is showing some ad, ITC is showing some ad related to their work, we get get influenced by the ad. Yes, that ad touches our heart, and we start thinking positive about that company. That media really helps in building image, as well as they have the ability to destroy and lynch someone's image. But if CSR, if we talk about an CSR activity, So I'll say, to promote the CSR activity, media can play a very large role. Because I'll give you an example. When in this pandemic, when there were a lockdown, when a 15-year-old Jyoti Kumar cycled 1500 kilometers, uh, taking his ill father, who was sitting in rear carrier, when media covered this story and they showed this story on national television, the emotional attachment, the kind of emotional attachment every Indian started feeling, they feel, they get so emotional. And then the help start coming for that girl. And to know the power of the media, I will go further and tell you, by seeing this story, Ivanka Trump, when she got to know this story, she praised the courage of the courage of the girl. So look how media, like, it was just a story for media, but the will of the channel, to show it very positively, they made a show on the whole story, and they made a like very positive and very courageous image of that girl, and then they showed it. So and it affected very positively to everybody. And now I will, it was a MSR kind of thing, but now I will tell you about CSR activity, how media can roll their play and role. When I was working with a production company during my college days, I got chance to cover CSR activities because we went there to make a documentary on the whole process of CSR activity. So before that, I was very upset about CSR activities, because whenever I used to go for some donations for some cause, they used to say, no, we are doing our social activities, we have our responsibilities, so we cannot help you, sorry. This was the sentence. But when I went and I got chance to see the real work of a corporate, I got really impressed, because they work in a huge manner, by adopting a village, by providing like drinkable water to all the villagers, by building a school. So there comes the role of media, because as we went and we made a very good story on that whole process and on that whole activity. And when that story when that particular story we posted on Facebook and YouTube, the people from whoever was watching that story, that documentary, they start commenting, how can we get attached with this activity, how can we help them, how can we join this tremendous work. So look how it was the way that we showed the work of that CSR activity, and everybody started liking them. So it was the good image that we portrayed on our documentary, and everybody started talking about that. And when some company wants to do CSR activity, they need volunteers, workers, and areas where they can work. So their media plays a very key role, because when media promotes it and shows the positive angle of that activity by writing an article, by showing some ads, people start joining them. People come forward to join them, work for them. So I'm totally agree that it is very necessary for an CSR activity to have a good image, and only media can do that. No one else can do that. Only with the help of media they can have a good image, and with that good image they can help a lot of people. Yeah.
Great, lovely. Okay, Jaggi Pandaji, I'll like to come to you, and To add one point of the Harshita, and I put a question across to you that, we have seen in past 5-7 years that the corporate sector, let's say Samsung, Tata Steel, NTPC, a lot of companies have created a corporate video, and in that corporate video, whatever they did for the society in terms of building the school, colleges, hospitals, and other things, and giving the training to the unskilled worker in the village area, they have portrayed, and that's how they win the confidence of the government, and they establish their plant in India, so, some kind of thing. Do you think this CSR activities that company does, right, is really engage the end people, end user, end investor of the company? I mean, in terms of say inviting the different people in the company. Kindly unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what you're asking is that do these kind of films that large corporates make, Samsung and all that, do they really help in the CSR, or do they really reach the people that they're supposed to reach? Is that the question?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I think yes, it does, because see, these people take a lot of they make a lot of effort, they take a lot of pains to make these videos, and it is not like these videos are false. They're true. They show their true work. So I think yes, it does help in reaching the consumers, because the consumers who buy their products, especially since you mentioned Samsung, which is a consumer goods product. When you talk about a consumer goods company doing that, so when I go and buy a Samsung product, I'll say, okay, these guys have done a great job in their CSR. So if I have to choose between two, I have not seen any film from, let's say, XYZ, but I've definitely seen a film from Samsung. So I'll buy the Samsung. So just to take this little further, this example, you have a lot of companies today that advertise that the proceeds of this, so much percentage of proceeds of this will go to charity. When you look at that, it encourages you to buy that product. At least it makes your decision-making process easier, right? Let's say somebody says that I have made these cosmetics
right.
By going through certain processes, by using only green, natural products. So between a commercial organization and this, I will obviously use this. So it is a choice. It's making the customer's choice easier. So that is why a lot of these corporates, of course, it makes sense doing that. But at the same time, we should not forget that they are not just doing this for the sake of profits. They are also they're truly doing some CSR work, which they are projecting. There is no harm in tooting your own horn, as they say, because if you don't do it, who will do it for you? And if that message reaches the consumers who have to take a decision between them and some other company, then why not?
Yeah, true.
Right. Unmesh ji, the government of India is already promoting the vocal for local, and we have seen in the democratic country, especially, the people expect that the most of the things should done by the government for the public. When we say vocal for local, how do you see the media is portraying or involving the corporate sector's image, or giving the news, favoring them, whatever they're doing for the society? Any such situation that you have noticed? We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. Vocal for local, or even if we say Atmanirbhar Bharat, or whatever we say, I would like to say that it is like a country's social responsibility. It is a CSR, but it is not corporate. It is country's social responsibility. If we have to believe and we have to live through our own skills, our own assets which we have across India, why not to use it? Why not to utilize it? And why not to encash it for our living, which is going to help in both the ways, by our internal buying power and internal selling power, both. And that country's social responsibility will be converted into a society's responsibility, that let us help each other. today lots of people must be having a good ability to produce something, but because there was a environment to buy something from external people or external countries, or from not from Indian companies, we used to think like that. But thanks to the vision right now, what we have is, let us develop country social responsibility, and by that corporate social responsibility is automatically generating more power and more passion for our own things. And that is like a relationship. And connecting it to media, I would say it is like as Jaggi ma'am shared in beginning, it is a hardware and software relationship between government and media. The corporate social responsibility word and the activity, I would say, like it is like a mouse which we have in our hand or in our tab or in our laptop. It goes to the hardware, it goes to the software, provided they both are connected with the same objective and same goals to achieve. I have to influence. If I am hardware, I have to influence the software to get me the good results. And if I'm software, I have to influence the hardware to get me the good results. Ultimately, the vision is going to be seen in the society. So if we take a parallel track of contributing and complementing each other, it is helping from media point of view or from CSR point of view. Both the way, it is complementing each other.
Right. Pushpaji, I like to come to you, and I, little bit of modifying my question number 4 and 5. Right. We know that the entire world is, struggling with the economic and many things. And when we say the economic development, do you think that the CSR can contribute a lot in coming years? And are the Indian companies and the skilled people is really ready to understand the CSR and how it is going to take over the entire landscape of the company's involvement for the economic development through CSR?
So I have not really understood the question in the entirety, but whatever I've gathered from what you said, I understand what you're asking is that what is the scope of CSR in the coming times? Is that correct? In terms of vis-a-vis the cooperations with that? Yes. So
yes, is that correct? And the second is the skilled people are ready in our country to take up the CSR projects at the larger scale.
Right. So let's understand CSR at the conceptual level. Umeshji talked about countries' responsibility, society's responsibility. That's a larger understanding. The corporate social responsibility refers to companies who do business. They have there's a mandate by the government that they contribute to the economic, the social development of a nation, because if we expect only the government to do it, it is not happening. I mean, government has a lot of responsibilities. They will keep doing what they're doing. The government schemes will keep coming in. So to expand the whole idea of everybody coming together for the social development of a nation, you expect that the government will do what they can. Private sector will join with them either through funds or through skills or through engagement at different levels. Civil society will partner into it. The development sector, voluntary sector organizations, and the fifth stakeholder is your consumer, and the sixth one is your media. So let's. I'm slightly this thing. There can be two discussions here. One is the role of media in strengthening or motivating more committed CSR, or are we talking about the very conceptual and fundamentals of CSR and companies? How do they think? How do they operate? How can they be more on board? So I will take one direction of the insight, whatever I can share. Media, if we talk about media, what Harshita said, media shares stories. The role of media is to share stories. It could be real stories, what ma'am said about Sushant Singh's case. Then again, when we say media, a new media has come now. It's not about your news media. Social media runs stories. So again, in media, do we talk about the role of the electronic or the print media, or we talk about the role of social media in making stories viral, in bringing attention to issues or individual feats undertaken by people. So that could be one line of discussion where we could be headed. Or corporates as such, private sector companies, they coming into it, they see value to their business, how doing doing a positioning with the media, through the media, how positioning yourself aligned with the cause. Like she's talked about, Tata's, or Tata does not only make steel, they build the nation. So there are positioning statements that corporate, the larger funds come out with, and they align themselves to a certain area or a certain issue. uh, I would need some kind of direction from you. Where should we take this discussion? I mean, we can talk about either the role of media specifically, which is again in itself is a huge topic, or the role of companies in CSR, or the role of collaborations in CSR. Uh, because corporates, whoever wants to come into the picture, they want to come in collaboration with the government. They want to be seen doing good, not only for the community. They want to be seen doing good by the government as well. They want the government to see them that yes, they are making a difference. They're making an impact. If it's about consumers,
Yeah.
you want a perception
Yes.
building within the consumers, that I see an ad and I say, oh, this product versus this product I will buy because this company also has a social value. It also does something to add to humanity, or to a cause, or to the country's cause. So I for a competitor company, I would see them more in line with why would I want to buy their product. A lot of companies came up with this strategy. They said 2% of our profits go to CSR. Earlier, I don't know if you guys
Right.
remember. So companies have to position themselves. What I'm saying, even at the company level, there are two concepts. One is the concept of shared value, where companies want to do CSR, but they also want to see a business benefit. Or where there are companies which exclusively want to do CSR, they don't want business benefit, they want to do their part for society. If some company is into logistics or anything, they're creating a carbon footprint through their business practices. They want to reduce the carbon footprint through their CSR practices. Let's do what we can do for the environment. There are companies
Right.
who are.
They see.
Sorry. So,
Yeah.
I would love your feedback
The
on where should we kind
Yeah,
of
the
go.
topic is, the topic is so broad and so wide open that whatever angle we can take, but the understanding is endless in the CSR part. Sudeshna ji, I like to come to you. Jab koi company, when a company take up such projects and would like to reach out to the end beneficiary, like Visamo Kids working for different privileged and underprivileged kids, right, to making them intelligent intellectuals, right. Rewards recognitions can really boost the people who are working for such projects. You are the project manager. ये rewards recognition को आप किस तरह से देखते हैं, और ये कितना CSR एक्टिविटी को प्रमोट करने में जो चिल्ड्रन है उनको आगे बढ़ाने में ये बूस्ट करता है, और हम Visamo Kids Foundation में what sort of things related to the rewards and recognition we are doing or engaging the students?
Okay. So, in contrast to the business, the very basis of getting into the voluntary sector is not rewards or in incentives. The basic reward is that you get a lot of satisfaction by doing this work. But that's many of you, even the viewers, may be thinking that this is a very ideal kind of a situation, but you cannot sustain in the voluntary sector if you do not have that thing in you to work for the betterment of the society. But here we are talking of the convergence of the companies, the employees of the companies who are working either by volunteering or by contributing to the funds, and the NGO where they are coming in for support. So I would directly explain by talking of the kind of such convergences which we see in Visamo. So Visamo itself is run by a bigger group. It's a group of schools. So you will be very happy to know that the special days of Visamo, of people, we choose to celebrate at Visamo. So a lot of fun, happiness, connectedness comes by spending your time with those children at Visamo 1. Next, whenever a company comes to collaborate with Visamo on any of the aspects, then there is something called giving feedback to the company regarding the performance of their employees. I never knew that these feedbacks are so very important till I started working with a particular CSR of a very renowned group, but I'm not going to take the name, that it was related to their increments. It was also related to their progression in growth and career, because more than what you are giving in terms of your talent and aptitude and intellect, they are also seeing how the person is while giving back to the society. So that kind of measurement, I mean, their KRAs are getting measured by the kind of contribution they are making to Visamo, how Visamo is getting benefited through these connections, how many children have moved upwards, because Visamo is basically linking, I mean, we are building lives, shaping lives. Academic excellence is one of our parameters. So whether there is an upward mobility in their academics or not, that is getting measured. How much funds have been raised by that particular employee by using different methods? What kind of difference have you made to the child's life by volunteering in that project in Visamo, be it academic, non-academic, in any ways? Visamo is basically working towards comprehensive development of a child. So be it career development, helping child with a particular subject, helping him get select or choose what career they should go for, what stream of studies they should be following. If there is a thing which is upsetting the child, then there are companies who are helping us with providing us with a counseling support. So there are so many ways that people are connected with Visamo, and the feedbacks which we are giving is a way of measurement of their efficiency or efficacy. I don't know about incentives or whether they are really linked with the pay package, but yes, there is one NGO, there is one corporate which is really taking it seriously and putting it actually in their annual planning.
Okay, the last question to Harshita, and then I'll invite a very small question and no, not question, a query, and we need your very quick reply on this. Harshita, the last question to you. जब हम ऐसी इमेज जो कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर को मीडिया तक पहुंचाना चाहिए, उनको अपनी स्टोरी बतानी चाहिए, कहीं ना कहीं कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि शायद वो बहुत अच्छा कर रहे होते हैं, लेकिन वो स्टोरी या वो जो न्यूज है उतना उन तक नहीं पहुंच पाती है. क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि जो एक आउटरीच होना चाहिए मीडिया को, जो भी वो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, जो भी वो काम कर रहे हैं, वो टाइम टू टाइम पहुंचाएं? क्या उसमें पब्लिक रिलेशन जो पीआर है वो एक बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले कर सकता है, लाइजनिंग एंड आई मीन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द न्यूज टू द मीडिया ऑन रेगुलर बेसिस, जो कभी कभार देखने को मिलता है कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में?
Look, what you said कि कभी कभार देखने को मिलता है, it's because of the if you see that in today's market driven economy, it very much happens that self interest of the media group they restrain media from covering CSR activities on regular basis. Every media, like, they want money to run their business also, and from where they get that money, मतलब कहाँ से मिले उन्हें वो पैसा? So they get that money from commercials, from showing the commercials, not सिर्फ social. अगर वो awareness जैसे programs दिखाते हैं तो they cannot earn money, because they also have to run a huge company. They also have to give salaries to their employees. So many times this question comes up ki why don't media shows like positive stories, some social work stories? So this commercial things is like a very big topic, a very big बहुत बड़ा एक challenge है. बट आई थिंक कि जैसे इंडिया में जैसे CSR को मैंडेटरी कर दिया है फॉर कॉर्पोरेट्स, नाउ इज हाई टाइम कि मीडिया को भी मैंडेटरी करना चाहिए कि वो एक स्लॉट, whether it is for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they should show some positive stories and some CSR stories on regular basis. When I was working with ABP News, I was working in ABP News. There we used to run a program. The name was that program was Vande Mataram. In that half an hour show, we used to show a positive story on daily basis. In that show, we used to cover the work of many NGOs. If somebody, if some individual is doing some great work by like teaching rag picker kids and or some other positive news, like the news that is that affect. So we used to do that program, but वो ज़्यादा दिन तक चला नहीं. अब I don't know what was the reason, because I was in production team. So what I see, the only problem is the money. Because if you want, if you get ads, you get money. But if you want to show some positive news and you're not getting the viewer for that news, so it is very hard for them to run that story. As Jagimam ma'am said, that today's burning story is Sushant Singh Rajput. Everybody wants to watch that. And everybody is watching Republic Bharat. It is a new channel. But in few, like in just in 1 year, it got number 1 position. Just because of their they are showing sensational and the kind of story that public wants to see. But there on the second hand, there is NDTV. NDTV always shows some kind of program which are based on like social CSR activities. But if we talk about the TRP and the viewership of NDTV, it is not that good. So you can clearly see ki, what is the problem. But as I said, government should, government को इसमें mandatory करना चाहिए for every news channel, for local news channel either or national news channel. They have to give a slot or a slot of 5 minutes or 10 minutes to CSR activities or social welfare activities, जहाँ पर वो उसे दिखाएं. और in second, I want to अच्छा, okay. So there is also a thing that when we argue with our seniors कि हम लोग positive stories क्यों नहीं करते. So they say कि we don't get viewer, बहुत dull होती हैं, बहुत इतनी कोई खास इमेज नहीं छोड़ती हैं, लोग देखना पसंद नहीं करते हैं. But I don't agree with it. As I told you the example of Jyoti Kumar, if it's all about the will of media group. If they like अगर वो ठान ले कि हमें ये दिखानी है positive story, then they will put all their efforts to make that story emotionally good, like fantastic story, just like a movie, and everybody would love to watch that story. So again I'll say it's all about the will of media houses. If they want to show the positive stories, every day, they absolutely can, because 5 minute slot is not that much. Like you can show
Right.
24 in a 24/7 news channel. You can obviously give 5 minute slot to positive story. Yeah.
Right, right. And the quick answer to all of you, this question is related to the future prospect of corporate social responsibility in coming times. Jaggi madam, the first we like to hear from you. Quick, the future of corporate social responsibility in coming times.
So I see a positive trend in the future. Like I said, the history of corporate social responsibility and what it is today is very different. So in terms of in the future, I see a lot more companies who will become more responsible towards this particular thing. In fact, when we talk about government making it mandatory, I don't even think responsible corporates need to have a push from the government. They are responsible enough, they want to do it. So there are a lot of responsible companies out there today who voluntarily want to do it. Whether the government tells them or no is irrelevant. They want to go ahead and espouse a cause. So like I said, there are Target Group in America. They actually have decided that they will push education. They will work for education, and they do it very innovatively. So I think the future of corporate social responsibility is only bright, provided the companies, most of the companies, need to be more responsible, and the ones that are not need to be hauled up.
Point taken. Pushpraji, the same question to you, the future trends of CSR in coming times.
Sir, I would rather say कि media में what is the role of media वाला जो बात था, I thought I'll just articulate that very briefly. Harshita spoke about making it mandatory for corporate, media houses to run stories, positive stories. Sushant Singh's Rajput story is a negative story. It's not a positive story. It's a story of a death and investigation and stuff. But it went viral on social media, and channels like Republic TV picked it up because yes, it was going to boost TRPs. What I'm saying, it's not negative or positive. It's interesting stories which catch people's attention in whichever way. There are a lot of good work. There are a lot of crisis situations which are the development sector needs to start packaging their stories as interesting stories, not as stories which are being forced onto the media or onto the people, but which are stories worth telling. Once we get to that, once we know how to share our stories with the media will pick it up because it will also make business sense to them. It will also help them build TRPs. So it is totally up to us, the development sector, that we change our perspective and say, oh, we are doing good work, it's a positive story, please run it. No, let's make a story which is worth telling, and the media will pick it up. Those stories don't need the electronic media. Electronic media will automatically follow the social media in today's scenario. Social media is a much more powerful platform. Now the electronic media jumps onto it when a story goes viral. So we have a much more powerful platform than the traditional media, the electronic or the print media. Idea is to bring out more interesting stories which are impacting lives, and those stories will always sell.
Right. Harshita, CSR could be one of the biggest tool for promoting the corporate image of the company in coming time. Quick answer.
Sorry, I didn't get you. What is the question?
CSR के आने वाले टाइम पे कॉर्पोरेट कंपनियों के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा प्रमोशनल
Your voice is breaking.
टूल का माध्यम
I
बन
cannot
सकता
hear you.
My
Hello?
voice. Yes. You getting me now?
Now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Yeah. The question is the CSR could be one of the favorable promotional tool to build up the corporate image in a very positive way in coming time?
Yes, of course, it can, because look, Visamo has a very good image in all over Gujarat. if a good company, if a good corporate, if a big corporate wants to collaborate with some NGO, of course they will approach Visamo. But I want to tell you, in India, the registered number of NGOs are 3.5 million. That means for every 4,000 people, there are 4 NGOs. Okay. Still, when we want to donate something, for if we want to donate a single penny, we don't trust NGOs. We see many ads of NGOs on Facebook, on Twitter, on TVs, but we can't trust them until we read about them, we see case studies about them. So where would we see? Kahan dekhenge hum ye sab? Like, I am sitting here, I want to donate some amount of my salary, but where? I don't know how Arogya NGO is doing, how Keto NGO is doing. I don't know, but I want to donate. Then I will approach media and I will check all the facts and figures, and I'll see all the work which they are doing. Then I will decide, okay, I can give this NGO my money, जो मैंने बहुत मेहनत से कमाई है, I can give it to that NGO. Okay, and same with the CSR activity. If I want to give my time and my work to some CSR activity, I would like to understand about that company, about that corporate. I will see if I always, अगर मुझे लगता है कि दुनिया में पानी की कमी है, तो मैं ऐसे किसी एनजीओ को सपोर्ट करने नहीं जाऊंगी जो like thousands of liters of water एक दिन में एक प्रोडक्ट को बनाने में यूज करता है. Just like denim, for making just one product of their, they use like 10,000 liters of water, and what they do is just they give 2% of their net worth of like सिर्फ 2% आप उनको CSR activity करते हैं, and then you are using 10,000 liters of water just to make one product of yours. Okay, so before buying denim, I don't know, matlab, I go and I like denim, so I buy it. So here comes the role of media. If media will start telling you ki what is going on behind what work companies are doing, then I will start thinking ki whether I want to support this company, whether I मतलब मैं ये खरीदूंगी क्योंकि मुझे इस कंपनी को सपोर्ट करना है, they are doing a very good job. और अगर मैं ये, जैसे मुझे ये न्यूज पता चली while reading the CSR activities, I got to know about the denim products, and I got shocked. Seriously, like it's the time when पूरी दुनिया is like facing water crisis. Like in our remote villages, daughters and wives are going 30 and 40 kilometers to fetch a bucket of water, and we are going in there is one company, one corporate who is just using the water for the profit. So here comes the role of media. Media should tell people ki what company is doing what and how they are affecting you, and then after watching after reading and watching all those things, we should decide whether we want to attach with the CSR activity and whether we are not, हमें नहीं करना है उसके साथ.
Yes,
so of course
yes,
it's
point well taken.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Point well taken. Sudeshna ji, in coming time, what kind of engagement activity they to see Visamo Kids Foundation for the children? Quickly.
What kind of engagement
Voice is
activity?
breaking.
Yes, the activities that we all are going to see in Visamo in coming times.
Okay, so coming times are defined by uncertainty and change. So we have all woken up to the fact that nothing is defined. And while I told you in the beginning that children are not here, So ये जो 4 महीने we have adapted ourselves, and this webinar is an outcome of that. So we are trying to expand our digital footprint through such engagement with the community around. So this is one thing which is expanding our digital presence and generating awareness about Visamo in the community at large. The second would be certainly on expanding our linkage with media. Whatever is there, what more? Let me tell you that in the beginning, I have joined Visamo just 5 years ago. But Unmesh ji has wonderful stories. Of course, we have spent already 1 hour, 6 minutes talking on this. There was a particular line in the newspaper which said, Surya Mathi Suresh, Ramla Mathi Ramesh. So I have heard several people talking about this and how people got attracted towards Visamo just by reading these 2 lines. For Pushparaj, who doesn't understand Gujarati, and maybe Jagi ma'am, Surya and Ramla are names which are used colloquially in Gujarati. So Visamo is used for grooming Surya to Suresh and Ramla to Ramesh. So certainly such kind of positive storytelling for Visamo is one area. Documenting lives, real life human stories, bringing it to people is another. Building our own credibility. Harshita had just said that why should anyone support Visamo without knowing more about how transparent we are, what are our governance norms. Ma'am said that media can certainly help in improving that part, governance of the NGO. Many of the corporates are searching for credible organizations. They are not getting one. This is not the only reason that they are not getting collaborative efforts done, but this is one important thing. In fact, many of just one point, many of the organizations, corporates who come to us, first come with a birthday party only. Gradually, they check us out and then they move on to deeper projects. So we must, before talking about how corporates are, they are not, let us first focus on how transparent and strong we are as a civil society organization. So we need to develop that.
Yes, thank you. The final point submission, Unmesh ji, is the CSR can be the ultimate crisis communication tool, and your experience with the Visamo kids, just in a quick way. Kindly unmute yourself.
We have got a good memory with the blessings and kind support of Jagi ma'am from day one of Visamo Kids. When we started Visamo, in our internal meetings, there was a discussion and deliberation that how can we popularize Visamo? And with the help of Jagi ma'am, we could have national celebrities, film stars, and journalists and people connected with PR and media as a chief guest for our annual day. And that created a storm in Ahmedabad market, I would say, the media market and the donors also. That as Harshita also shared, that there are lakhs and lakhs of NGOs. So amongst those NGOs, we could figure out our position, our identity with the help of celebrity with whom we could communicate it. And that created a credibility. That, oh, अच्छा, ये celebrity इनके साथ है, ये लोग इनके साथ है, ये journalist इनके साथ है, then this is a good NGO. So हमारी जर्नी credibility से ही शुरू हुई है, और आज भी हम लोग fortunate है that we are blessed with lots and lots of people who have got us with good activities, with good engagements, with good donation, with good kind donation, with good money, everything. But Visamo has always focused on the credibility. So one is media credibility. Second is the schools and NGOs which are a part of Visamo. It is like we are in between. We take students from the NGOs and we give to school, and then in between we nurture them. So we create that credibility factor and connect factor with schools and NGOs also. And the third part comes our administration, where we have to believe what Vissamo kids are. And if we are believing it, we are communicating it. And that is how the journey of Vissamo over 1.5 decades has been going now. We started it with the first batch of 5-10 students, and now we are 110 plus students, and there is a line of inquiry and getting into it. So I would like to summarize it that the credibility depends on our intention. What is our intention? And that intention can create a story which creates an influence in media. This Ramlamathi Ramesh and Suryamathi Suresh, I am not sure, but I was a part of that story, and this is how I used to go and convince media people also कि ऐसे गरीब लोगों को आपने कहीं पे पढ़ने के लिए भेजा है या पढ़ते हुए देखा है. And then the dialogue starts with the media professionals. So with all due respect, media will respect us if we have our papers, our planning and our projections and our results very clear. And if there is a credibility, it may appear in the media news for any project, whether it is Vissamo or any other project. Yes, there are lots of negativity, but then negativity is attracting all of us every day, every time. Even if we try to be positive, we don't like to be positive much, because वो जो एक अंदर की जो एक emotional status हमारा है, unfortunate that we would like to talk, we would like to live through the negativity. So that is unfortunate part, but let us be more positive, let us be more proactive, let us be more powerful, and let us connect people who trusts us, and that will make media and CSR more popular, more powerful, and more productive.
Indeed. So now we are at the verge of completing the program. We are wrapping up with one point, that is, this 91st Vissamo Speak series. I would say it's the educational social responsibility of the Vissamo Kids Foundation, and we can see many people have joined in the live. I like to name them: Indra, Nityanandam, Kamini ji, Seema Rawal, Sangeeta ji, Yuvraj Singh, Renu Gehlot, Rajinder Kaur, Principal Bharuch, Sangeeta, Dhruvisha. Many people have joined. Rekha Mathur. So from all the panel member and myself, we would like to thank you that you have joined in the program. You have given your valuable feedback, and of course to all our panel member, once again from the bottom of the heart. And it's a wonderful understanding your perspective, your view on the CSR. I mean, as I said, it's a very wide topic to discuss. It's a very complex thing to discuss. But even though in 60 or 70 minutes of the time we discussed a lot, we got to know many things. So Jaggi Madam, Harshita ji, Pushparaj ji,
Thank you all of you.
Unmesh ji, Sudeshna ji, Unmesh ji, thank you so much. So we are concluding the session today here. Thank you so much.
Very nice meeting all of you. Thank you. We're exiting.
Thank you, Sachin.
And I'm
Thank
sorry,
you, everybody.
I'm sorry, everybody, I'm not visible on the part.
Thank you. All the best. Take care.
Thanks all.